with some cranberry sauce on your lip and a mop here.
He live too.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh man, welcome everybody.
Welcome.
We were just having a flashback.
Uh-huh.
My name is Craig, and as
That's
always,
That's
it's
his name.
always a pleasure to be here for Coffee and Conversation.
That is his name.
Yes, sir, without a doubt. So
All right.
we're gonna get this party started when the host finished doing what he's doing.
Yeah, my name Mike, man. And I hope you're having a great day today. We'll talk about some tips for staying motivated. All right.
Yeah.
Share this video so other people can log on. And then we need
And so this worksheet is brought to you by none other than by stepworks.com. So as you can see, strolling across the screen, we have the Director of Human Services is Miss Melissa J. Now. All right, we got the young man that's here. Come on in, beloved.
what's up, Tom?
What's going on? You on camera or not? You don't matter. Come on in then. Bring up the chair. You know, always good to have some company.
This meeting, remember, Coffee and Conversation is virtual, and you can come in person. You're able to come participate.
Good.
You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into it. Got a printout? Okay, you got one.
Let everybody know who you are, man.
Willis
Williston.
All right, man. So we're gonna go over some tips for staying motivated in recovery. It's important to stay motivated, man. It's very crucial. And we have been experiencing this not only just in recovery, but in overall society in general. A lot of people lost their motivation for certain things. That they used to like to go to the gym, they lost their motivation. They used to like to go to church, they lost their motivation. It's just people don't have the exact same motivation. So staying motivated is very important. So when we talk about recovery, we're gonna go through the line and we're gonna try to give y'all some pointers, all right? Give y'all some good pointers y'all can use. In this particular, I'm gonna read this paragraph first. It said, motivation is a critical component to recovery because it defines the reason why we act or behave in a particular way. Often in early recovery, motivation levels are high and there are plans and ideas in place to remain sober, right? However, as time passes, our motivation to remain sober can begin to decrease for various reasons. Perhaps life has become stressful, work is overwhelming, and life doesn't seem as fun sober. When recovery fatigue strikes, relapse becomes a concern. So what are some ways to ensure you're staying motivated in recovery? So that's why we're talking about this today, because motivation is very crucial. And you can have motivation at the onslaught of your recovery process, and then things happen. It says life happens, stress shows up, you get overwhelmed at work. All these things happen, right? But there are different keys that we're going to cover today to try to help you. This is not an exhaustive list. This is some things that we came across. If you have others, you can share it in the comment section for us, okay? So we're going to start with the first one. Somebody take that one.
All right, I'll start off. Connect with the recovery community. In today's world, there are more and more opportunities to connect and interact with recovery communities. Of course, there are the traditional AA and NA and Celebrate Recovery meetings. Anybody know what Celebrate Recovery means? Have an idea what that's all about?
Yeah.
If you do, please share it because for those who don't know, Celebrate Recovery, if I'm right or wrong, I believe it talks about it's more of a religious base, faith-based. It's more of a faith-based support group from an aspect of inspiring one in their recovery.
That's
But
right.
But there are also several other options. Many online social media communities allow you to connect and interact with other recovering addicts from all over the world. Additionally, there are online meetings and interactive chat sessions one can participate in to stay connected. So, as this is a hybrid meeting, so this is what a form of online
Recovery community.
recovery community.
That's right.
And also, you can also come in person, right? And staying connected is a surefire way of staying motivated as you set out on a lifelong recovery journey. All right. So it says staying connected, staying involved, staying engaged, interacting. And so we encourage all those in recovery to be a part of some type of support group,
You need it.
or some volunteer work, meet with your sponsor, recovery coach, what have you.
All right, that's good because connection is important. That's key word today. Hashtag connection.
Connection.
You got to stay connected to individuals. All right. Let's look at my next one. My next one is set achievable goals.
Achievable goal.
It says a great way to stay motivated is to set both short-term and long-term goals. Setting goals and having checkpoints can keep you on track and give you a rewarding feeling of accomplishment and progress towards a goal. A checkpoint is, let me give you an example. I'm a published author, 10-time published author. And every time I'm writing a book, I set the release date for the book before the book is written. Like before it's finished, I set the release date. And 6 months before the release date comes, I check and make sure I got everything that needs to go in the book. So then because I set that goal. The goal is this date. Okay, now I got to make sure 6 months down the line, check and make sure everything that I need to go in this book, I have somewhere on some digital file that go into the book. So in your recovery process, when you're setting goals, you want to have checkpoints to make sure halfway to that goal, am I where I thought I would be? Do I need to change something? Did I mess up? Or you know what I mean? You want to have checkpoints to make sure you are following your particular strategy to achieve your short-term or your long-term goal.
Like that.
Make sure your goals are measurable. How do you know how close you are to achieving it? Remember, I used the analogy of I set a date. So I say this is the date I'm releasing it. Okay, if I do it in May, I'm at January. I'm like, okay, it's starting to heat up over here. You know, now I already made the release date, right? So now I gotta get everything else. So you want to make sure that you make sure your goals are measurable. How do you know how close you are to achieving it? And specific. Can you clearly define when your goal will be met? You got to be specific. You know what I mean? When you setting goals, don't just wing it and say, let me see what come out of this. Like you shooting craps. Let me see if I hit a number. Nah, you got to make sure you have achievable goals and be specific. All right?
All right. This ain't a casino. This is all about staying motivated and recovery.
Fine.
The next one I believe we're going to talk about is create a gratitude list.
Ooh, gratitude, huh?
How you feeling? How you feeling, young man?
You want me to read?
All right.
All right.
I ain't putting no pressure on you.
Yeah, that's right. You know.
I say create a gratitude list. Recovery is not a smooth journey. There will be both good times and difficult times.
That's right.
Being able to find something to be grateful for, and both the good and difficult times. You keep you on the path to recovery. Get in the habit of making daily lists, and remember there is always something to be grateful for in recovery.
That's right.
So let me ask you a quick question. What are you grateful for in recovery? This is a simple question.
Being alive, man.
Being alive.
It's a big one. That's a big one.
Oh, that is a big one. I ain't look at it like that because we deal with knock and talk, and so we go out in the community as recovery coaches, and knock and talk is for the public who don't know, maybe you probably don't know it, is that we go out and provide service with those who have overdose and fentanyl, and for you to say just being alive, you're
grateful for that,
man. That's
a
powerful.
big one.
That is so powerful. I appreciate you for sharing that, man.
It says being able to find something to be grateful for in both the good and the difficult times.
Yeah.
Even when times are difficult, you can have financial difficulties, right? And you can find let those difficulties make you get in a bad mood, right? Instead of saying, yeah, I'm faced with this financial challenge, right? But I'm able to go to work the next day, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fine, I probably got challenges in this area, but I still get to do this. Like he said, being alive, man, you gotta be grateful for that. And
man, that's heavy.
Woo, man, this guy gonna go deep on us. He gonna go deep on us out here.
I hang with or used to hang with, either dead or locked up. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah. True story, man. We ain't making this up.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, you can't get no realer than that, man.
Nah. What we got next?
All right. Keep a recovery journal, blog, or video.
Woo!
All my text, social media people out there. That's right. I'm gonna read that again. It says, keep a recovery journal, blog, or videos. As time passes, it can be easy to forget our beginning struggles and the reason we had for wanting to get sober. We might become complacent if we feel we haven't made progress. By keeping a journal, blog, or video blog, you can more easily see the progress and growth of your journey, making staying motivated. Let me read that again. Making staying motivated an easier task. You might even have a desire to share your writings or videos with others who are struggling, which would be service work.
Wow.
And that is, a therapeutic term that we used to use or that we still use is that in order for us to keep our sobriety,
we got to give it away.
We got to give it away freely, and what that's saying is that as long as we are reminded of where we came from, and the things that we have overcome, we're able to stay on course. And by doing that, we help other people by sharing it, our stories. And so this article talks about you create a journal, a blog, or videos.
You can because with technology now you can actually document or record yourself.
Yeah.
If it's audio or video and you record yourself, and you can keep a log of it. Like, look, at this time, December such and such, this where I was. Then next December, you say, man, I remember when I was on this level, but now I'm here, house, car, doing, you know what I'm saying? You start. So each time you can see your progress if you keep a journal of it in videos or blogs, some type of way you can always keep it. I pay attention to, or Facebook helps with this, where it bring up reminders or things that happened last year around this time.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It
shows up on your page. Yeah.
Like last year this time we was doing.
Play the tape.
Yeah. So that's like similar. They do that because they bring it up, show you, last year your time,
Yeah, that's good.
So that's good. So next, create, my favorite word, structure. Chaos can be overwhelming, but having a structured schedule of healthy and positive activities from your day-to-day, you can create a sense of order in your life. This is also a great way to improve your goal setting and goal reaching work. Create structure. You need some type of structure. A lot of times coming out of an addictive lifestyle or criminal lifestyle, either or, we don't like to have the structure because we think it's restricting us when actually it's protecting us. A lot of times think structure is restricting. No, structure protects. And a lot of times we got to create structure, especially when you're coming out of those lifestyles, because if you just wing it, you'll put yourself in some what's called in the high-risk situations. But when you have structure, you limit high-risk situations. And that only can happen when you have different people in place. You have accountability partners or boundaries. Not to say I only can use me because I have never been you. I always use my own life and say, next August will be 13 years, right? But I still live a disciplined and a structured life like I did my first year. Like I didn't deviate and say, you know, I got these many years, forget all that structure, right? And actually, I got tight. I got even tighter. Like, oh, hold on. I gotta start cutting people out, stop going here, stop watching this, because you have to create that structure just like I had to create that structure, or a lot of people had to.
And a lot of times that deals with a lot of your perception. You know, when people are in a place of authority and they're giving you advice, you know, if your perception is that they're just trying to tell you or trying to control your life, then that's how you're going to perceive it. But if you look at it from somebody giving you some constructive or structured advice, you know, adhere to it, because we all need some type of structure in our lives, and that's come with discipline.
Yeah, working the 12 steps. Who got that? Let's go.
Let's go, Winston. You got it, man.
All right, working the 12-step program. Working this 12-step with the sponsor can help guide you and keep you motivated to continue the progress in your journey of recovery. These programs provide reliable resource, accountability, fellowship, and spiritual.
Yeah, I told you, you see that accountability.
Yeah.
You need somebody to hold you accountable for, you know what I mean? If you're just winging it, no structure, no programming, you just saying, well, I'm gonna go by whatever happened today. That's not a good place to be, and you're gonna find high-risk situations that way. Yeah. But when you have a program like a 12-step program, a Celebrate Recovery, Capital Recovery Center, any of them, right? Those programs help you with your accountability, fellowship, and spirituality. You can develop in all those areas. So we talk about multiple pathways of recovery often. So we don't want to restrict you if you want all faith-based spiritual development, or you don't want faith. I'm about the end result. As long as I don't see, if I can do anything, or we can do anything to help prevent you from being on the list of people who have suffered an overdose or died, then listen, I'm for you.
Yeah, and so that's some good stuff right there. Work a 12-step program. So I know I said Winston, but your name is Williston.
Williston, yes. Williston. It's all right, man. Service work.
Pardon my French.
Yeah, it's all right.
Service work.
I write him up. I got it. Well-known quote in AA is, to keep it, you must give it away.
Oh, where'd that come from?
I don't know. Helping others who are struggling can give people hope and strength to continue with their own recovery. It allows people to recognize where they are and how far they have come in their journey. Service work can look different for everyone. It could be as little as offering a ride to a meeting or setting up chairs and making coffee, or it could be as much as becoming somebody's sponsors or acting as a guest speaker at a local event. All of that we just read, I actually do, right? Like it's something what I call my heartbeat. Although I work at a job where I get paid for substance use counseling and recovery coach, right? My life, like literally, I'm not lying. My life outside of work is the exact same thing. Service work. I do things to be of service to other individuals, because it makes my heart beat to see, especially when you help somebody or be able to be there for somebody and they show how grateful they are for you to spend. We had one thing that we can never get back, no matter how much billions you have, and that's time. No matter how many billions of dollars somebody has, they can't purchase time. We all get the same. And so when you spend your time doing service work, that's giving a part of you that you can never, ever get back. So it's important.
And I read somewhere where it says it becomes your niche. You know, it's come naturally. So
Yeah.
when you find something that you enjoy doing and it come
It's
naturally,
easy.
it flows naturally. All right.
Yeah, it's easy.
Practice self-care.
Right. Good go.
That's
Go.
there we go. That's profound right here. Make sure you try to take at least 20 to 30 minutes a day doing something you enjoy for yourself. Let me read that again because I don't want that to fly over somebody's head because we're trying to get in your head, not over your head. All right. So it said, make sure you try to take at least 20 to 30 minutes a day doing something you enjoy for yourself.
Something you enjoy.
Because you know we're always busy and holidays coming on, and
Right.
so we come on here, we go on there. Take the time and pause and breathe. Right? It is easy to get caught up in the busy routines of life, work, relationships, meetings, obligations. The list goes on. If we don't balance our lives and do things we enjoy, we might become overwhelmed and stressed. Take the time to read, journal, meditate, pray, exercise, practice a hobby, or listen to music, or just play a game of chess. All right. And so last week I had the pleasure of playing a young lady came through here. We was playing chess, and I'll be honest.
She chipped him up.
2 games to 1.
She beat him. I put the picture up. I took a picture of it. I put it up.
But it's very important that we have self-care.
Doing things you like.
Yes, sir.
I like it says you enjoy, do things you enjoy for yourself, not like what people want you to do. Like I enjoy basketball. I like it to go to the gym. I like, I enjoy it. Like, it's not you don't have to muster me up to go do it.
Summertime you do do what? What's one of the other things?
Yeah. Oh, fishing.
There you go.
Go fishing.
I if you was on point.
Oh, I definitely know. I do what I enjoy. So that's self-care. That's practicing self-care. And it's important because I'm putting together PowerPoints. I got like 2 or 3 PowerPoints that I want to do. I'm gonna do them here and I'm gonna do them wherever. But I'm going to do balancing your work life and your personal life. You got to have a balance because if it's not a person who's always at work, right? Always working and always working, that don't make them the employee of the year. It makes them an unbalanced person. It's not, that doesn't make you the best. You have to practice self-care because if you don't take care of yourself, the people we are service work, then if we don't take care of ourselves, then we are robbing the people that we are supposed to be servicing. And it has to be practice self-care is important. All right, let's go. What's my next one? I got this. You got it? Connect spirituality to a higher power. Spiritually, one can find meaning in spirituality through organized religion, AA, NA groups, nature, music, groups of people, understand a higher power. Spirituality can change, evolve, and grow over time. Feeling connected to something bigger than yourself can help keep you motivated and accountable to continue your recovery journey. That's personally, again, me. My foundation to my recovery is built on my spiritual foundation. I base everything that I do based off of that. So I won't deviate from my spiritual foundation because I know that is always the thing that I'm standing on in my recovery process. And that's everybody. Everybody has a different connection to something that they believe is their high power. And again, we don't force our beliefs on you. I'm just telling you what my personal foundation is.
Maintain healthy sleep, eating, and exercise habits.
All right.
Addiction can wreak havoc on your bodies.
Woo! Wait.
Let me read that again.
Highlight that.
Yeah, highlight that. Hashtag, however it says. Addiction can wreak havoc on your body. I get that from my hashtag. Sticking to healthy habits can help alleviate symptoms of depression and anxiety and decrease bad moods. So a lot of times, what this is basically telling, not only physically but also mentally, because it will change your moods and how you respond, how you carry out your day. Getting enough sleep, exercise, and water and fuel water, and fueling our bodies with healthy foods can help us feel good, both physically and mentally. Ain't that something? So take care of yourself. Don't allow yourself to not exercise, eating right,
It's good stuff.
and just remember, 20 to 30 minutes a day. Take some time out for yourself.
Do something you enjoy. And lastly,
Lastly,
what we got? Seek help if you're struggling. Recovery is a journey, and that means that there will be bumps along the way. It's important. It's about progress, not perfection. Everyone struggles during their journey, and being honest about our struggles allow us to reach out to those who are supportive and willing to help. Build a support system, very key. Build a support system and use it. The people you reach out to might be able to help you re-spark your motivation. Woo! I'm a motivational type of guy. I try to motivate people, man. Listen, man, if I don't want to motivate you to do something, then do something better. The people you reach out to might be able to help re-spark your motivation, and they'll never be able to help you if you don't speak up when you are in need.
Ooh, that's
A
key.
lot of men don't do that. They don't say help.
Help.
A lot of men don't say help. Hey, this is a good lesson, man. I like this one, man.
Absolutely.
I like all of them, but I like to give you tips to stay motivated in recovery, especially during these holiday seasons. A lot of times people lose their motivation. And again, I can't stress this enough. Our society overall at large have been faced with losing their motivation. And it's not just with recovery. I see it in churches. I see it in people who used to go to the gym. They just gave up. They like people just lost their motivation. And I'm not saying that I'm always motivated. I'm just saying that I'm more motivated than I'm not motivated.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I try to stay. And again, we said it about being grateful in good and bad, difficult times. So it's not saying that you're not going to face some situations where you lose motivation. That means you're normal. That's all of us.
So what, Williston, what have you learned from this 12 tips for staying motivated in recovery?
Just like you said, just keep a strong support system.
Sure.
Keep your head straight. If you don't want bad results, don't be around bad results. Basically,
Man, you very attentive.
You know what?
Hey man, give him A plus, man. Don't just give him an A, man. Give him A plus, man.
Hey man, I'm keeping my job, brother. I'm trying to be all smart. I ain't leaving, brother. Hey man, we love y'all, man. We'll see y'all again today, 5 o'clock.
Yes, 5 o'clock, MIT minute training.
All right.
All going and see what we're talking about. All right.
All right.